I Dre, how you doing?
Bless and love DJKat, I bless man.
Yeah, so if the people out there have just heard your track for the very first time, a bit of your track called Smooth and Deadly.
Wicked, man. Bless the people them get a good first exclusive play, you know?
Definitely.
Our rock radio station, so I give thanks.
Anytime. So, let us know, who is Ras I Dre for the listeners out there?
Well, Ras I Dre is a very interesting person, to say the least, you know?
Okay.
You see, I was born in Jamaica in the early 90s. I grew up there, and then I make a flight out here in the US, where I'm currently staying. This is where I reside at the moment, in the Chicago area.
Okay.
And I've been doing reggae mostly all my life. You know, I started out selecting, you know, DJing, playing music, nightclubs, all around the area. The Jamaican R&B here in America.
Yeah.
And then that drive, you know, that drive for playing music, there's more to create and I own, you know, just being around it, you know, and then Ras I Dre emerged after I started creating my own music. So, roots reggae artist, you know, it's the music I prefer, but also dwell in other genres of music as well.
Okay. So, go a bit deeper then. Tell us, how did it all begin for you? What gave you that drive, you know, I want to do this as a career and move forward with it?
Well, as a selector, the first person to give me that inspiration was my uncle.
Okay.
So my Uncle Bumpy, you know, his nickname Jamaica. In Jamaica, we always have nicknames, our kid name we call it. So my Uncle Bumpy, he's an engineer, designer, selector, promoter, you know, his sound is old time sound. It's called Agony Sound in Jamaica. Agony.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, but yeah, he used to operate that sound system and then invite I and my cousins and such to come around on the sound system, you know, as a youth growing. Yeah, and then you know, as adults, they give you opportunity to play or press play, you know, or do a little scratching on the turntable. And I get that from him, and from that, it's been music ever since, you know, and this I was about 8, 7 years old.
Okay.
So from that moment in the 90s, the music, you know, took over, and that's just for the selecting. But as for being an artist now, so after I made my transition from Jamaica and then from living here, residing in the US, start selecting music now, being on my own and knowing how to operate.
Okay.
You know, I started listening a lot in high school. Yeah, I started high school here. So I'm going through this process of trying to discover who myself really is, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to my regular to Roots, and then Sizzla Kalonji, one of the main artists that really catch eye attention.
Yeah.
See, there's radicalness, you know, unapologetic, and how hard he goes for roots and African and black culture.
Definitely.
And that that really inspired me. I talk about really inspired me. Yeah, and then you know, as adults, they give you opportunity to play or press play, you know, or do a little scratching on the turntable. And I get that from him, and from that, it's been music ever since, you know, and this I was about 8, 7 years old.
Okay.
So from that moment in the 90s, the music, you know, took over, and that's just for the selecting. But as for being an artist now, so after I made my transition from Jamaica and then from living here, residing in the US, start selecting music now, being on my own and knowing how to operate.
Okay.
You know, I started listening a lot in high school. Yeah, I started high school here. So I'm going through this process of trying to discover who myself really is, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to my regular to Roots, and then Sizzla Kalonji, one of the main artists that really catch eye attention.
Yeah.
See, there's radicalness, you know, unapologetic, and how hard he goes for roots and African and black culture.
Definitely.
And that that really inspired me. I talk about really inspired me to follow and you know, go through the Rastafari traditions. And it's in my family, my grandfather is Rastafari, but it's a type of thing that I never really want to be a part of. The stigma in the 90s against Rastafari kind of stuck with my mom. My mom's Christian, and she don't want me to be part of that type of thing. Yeah, so I never really was a part of it until I reached my teenager years, and then I started read books, research, grow my locks, and start rebel. My mother never liked that as a teenager, but I got you off, and then doing that, I truly find I myself, who I really am, what I want to be, and music was always there in the role with that. So music really make I discover I myself.
Yeah. And how's mommy now? Is she happy with you now?
Mommy happy now. She could be more happier.
That's good.
You know what I say?
That's so good.
Yeah, man. I grow to be a humble youth, a positive youth,
Yeah.
Me and a bad man, me and a good man. You know what I mean? Me I work and I take care of my wife and my children. So she really proud of that, and she love my music.
Okay.
Which is even better.
Yes, that's good. So tell us then, because I know your name was DJ Rasta before, yeah?
Yes, that was my selector name when I was selected. I still do, by the way, but I do more artist work though.
Okay. So tell us a little something about your name, because it's still quite a unique name. So how did you come up with that particular name for yourself?
Yeah, well, it was a battle in the beginning because transitioning from a selector to an artist, I was still going with the name DJ Rasta.
Okay.
So that was my name in a couple of my early songs that I recorded at Dub Music Studio, and I used DJ Rasta in some of those songs as the title. But I'm just looking at it and thinking about the name. The name is a nice name itself, but it sort of generic. You know what I mean? DJ Rasta. I bet a lot of people have that name right now.
Okay.
But I was going to it, and then I'm thinking, if I really want to reinvent I and I self, I have to choose a proper name. Is it me that represents I and I? Yeah. So my first name is Andre.
Okay.
See, which is a French name, I believe. Is he? Not too sure. But yeah, my mother gave me that name, and I'm thinking, this is what people call me, this is what people know me as. Is it?
Yeah.
So I need to own this. I own this name. You see me?
Yeah.
So that's who I and I is. Everybody know me as Dre.
Okay.
So I and I is Dre. You feel me? So I Dre.
What? Okay.
Yeah, but I and I is Dre. So I didn't know say I'm Rasta at the same time. I grow my locks and I go through the transition as becoming full Rastafari. It's a process you have to go through. You don't just do it overnight.
Definitely.
So I started growing my locks in 2005.
Yeah.
And then that's when my transformation began.
Okay. Because tell us something about that, because I know a lot of people have just put like folly dreads in their head and then just said, "Oh, I'm Rasta." Tell us about the transition so that people out there know that Rastafari can be seen as very serious as well. It's not just like, oh, they smoke weed and that's it. Tell us something about it.
Yes, man. So I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people out there respect and love the Rastafari tradition, but sometimes they take it and then they mock it and don't fully practice what Rastafari is about. And then doing that now make a lot of outsiders or people who are not Rastafari look at it as a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke thing. Rastafari is very serious. It's a life-changing journey, and I want people to realize that.
Definitely.
You see me? Me in the beginning, I made a lot of changes to I myself. Me in the beginning, 15 years old, said me a Rasta now. Me I grow my locks. Me hair short, but me just start growing my locks.
Yeah.
You see me? My mother narrate these things. In my head, I'm thinking, I have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I'm claiming this title, but there's a lot for me to learn. So in the beginning, 2005, I still eat meat. You see me? I was still eating chicken.
Okay.
Still eating beef or whatever. I know eat pork still, but that's my beginning of the journey. So what my journey took a while, you see me? So I take steps into reducing whatever meat I eat. I cut out the beef one year. You see me? Go now and cut out certain sweets the next year.
Yeah.
Going on and cut out chicken completely. You see what I say? And then don't. This is just the dietary transformation. You see me? And then when it comes to the spiritual transformation, certain things I don't watch anymore. Certain things I don't listen to. You see me? Certain things I don't say.
Yeah.
It's just the spiritual, certain things that I'm reading now and I'm focusing on, and certain things that I believe and don't believe anymore. Understand? And then the transformation continues, and this is years, it don't just happen overnight. You see me? So going on this journey, I learn a lot and still have a lot more to learn, So anybody who's interested or respect the Rastafari tradition, I'm not the gatekeeper of Rastafari, so I'm not gonna tell anybody you can't be no Rasta because of this.
Yeah.
See?
Definitely.
First of all. But there's certain traditions that we have to hold up and put forward as Rasta man and woman to the people, so they can have that common understanding what we all Rastafari is all about. And remember, Rastafari is about teaching people about our African roots.
Definitely.
So people should never forget that.
Yes.
Rastafari is all about teaching people about our African roots and how things originated. You see me? And how we can get into that African tradition once more. You see me?
Yeah.
So, man, anybody who interested in it, just realize it's not a joke thing and it's not an overnight thing. It's a very serious life transforming journey. Really.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that we touched upon the topic, because I know we can talk about that topic the whole way through. But I'm happy we touched upon it. I'm happy we touched upon it so that we can highlight that it's not just like an overnight journey. It's a long period and a long journey to go through.
Yes, sir.
So, going back to your music, tell us about the journey with Empirical Sound.
Oh, Imperial Sounds, yes, man. So, man, they have some questions. DJKat, pick up yourself, man.
Give thanks.
Yes, sir. So, Imperial Sounds, that would be the first sound system I was working with when I transitioned to America and started high school. Okay. So, that'll be the first sound system I was working with. And in that sound system, there was my brethren, a Belizean brethren. Okay. His name is DJKat or Dwayne. And it was a crazy thing, man. Because I go to high school in this high school called Evanston Township. And the first classroom that I went in, first room, is me? I'm a foreigner, is me? I transfer and all these things. I just come here. First classroom I'm in, I meet Dwayne, aka DJKat. Is me?
Okay.
Surprisingly, the teacher set him up to show me around in the high school. Okay?
Yeah.
I never know he believes, I never know he understands Jamaica vibe, I never know he used as a selector, and I never know he play music. You see me?
Yeah.
So he showed me around and asking me questions, asked me, so you Jamaican? I'm say, yeah man. So what you know about that? So I'm Belizean, I know everything you say, I can understand. I say, what? Alright, you deal with music? I love music, I listen to reggae music. I'm like, what?
Okay.
Alright, this is a good first connection in high school now. He said, yeah, my father have a sound system, Imperial Sounds. I said, I'm like, what? Mad thing. You see me? I know if I put people in the right places, You see me, I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then surprisingly, through the high school, I checked my transcript or my class list. And this version of 7 other classes with me for the day.
Wow.
You see me?
Yeah.
And that was amazing. So I got gym, I got lunch, English, maths, reading, and some other things with this version, which is not common for it to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we became best friends. We started practicing over his house, his dad's house. He's setting up, getting new equipment, and then we started doing high school basement parties. I don't know if you ever heard of this. Is it probably over there in the UK? But high school basement parties have really started playing our music to the public, selecting to the public. So we used to charge them like $1 or $3. Come in the basement, run some music. And you see me, and then we got a little fame from that, playing our music to the public, selecting to the public. So we used to charge them like $1 or $3. come in the basement, run some music. And you see me, and then we got a little fame from that in the neighborhood, and then we started, 17, 18, we started DJing, selecting in nightclubs. You see, remember, so we're high schoolers, we're 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And we in a 21 and up club selected. So it's a pretty amazing thing, man, we select Saturday, Sunday and come to school, is it me, tipsy or high or tired the next morning on Monday. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing thing that we got that opportunity as some teenagers.
Okay.
So so we playing on after high school we get a gig. The same sound system now, we get gigs booked for every weekend. South side of Chicago, north side. We just playing music, just building our name and doing all of this.
Yeah.
Just give me the inspiration, to make my own music. But yeah, that's how I got involved with Imperial Sounds, and I built a little name for myself as DJ Rasta around the area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man, and make me comfortable, So Imperial Sounds was the first sound system I played for.
Wow. Okay. So, who's inspiring you at this moment in time?
Musically?
However, musically, just in life in general.
Man, I draw inspiration from so many different places.
Okay.
Right now the main person inspiring me is our mother,
Yeah.
My mother of creation, I love my mother, so she inspired me a lot, with hard work and dedication, and always there for Anna, if I need anything I need, so she try to help her in any way. And I aspire to be a person like that,
Wow.
Good, positive, always helpful. And so I draw inspiration from her first off, and then you don't know my wife and my children. Then I mean to be great, a great man, and never stop working and hustling, I have a son and a daughter. My son is 8, gonna be 9 next month.
Wow.
My daughter is 7 years old. So, looking in their faces, I have to have some positive legacy to leave for them, I have to set a good example for them.
Definitely.
So yeah, my family is the first inspiration that I draw from, just seeing them inspire me every day.
Yeah, definitely. So tell us about this new release that you're going to be releasing Friday, isn't it? That you're going to be releasing it.
Yes,
Okay, so
yeah, man. So I got a new song. It's a beautiful song, man. I love listening to it myself. This song is called "Smooth and Deadly," and it's a lover song, and it's going to forward. It's available on the 14th, like I said, this month, this Friday, 14th, which is, I believe,
Valentine's
what's
Day.
the American's Valentine's Day? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, so Lovers Day, you can call it. So it's the timing is good, It's a good type a song for man and woman out there come together and stay in love, which is very important for this world,
Definitely.
So yeah, this song is a beautiful song, man. It's about a smooth and deadly woman, type of woman. It's a woman that is beautiful, sexy, smooth, elegant, intelligent, all these things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she is also deadly, isn't it?
Okay.
Just like Mother Nature. Mother Nature is beautiful, but Mother Nature also can be deadly, so you don't mess with Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
For real, yeah, definitely.
So these characteristics go with a woman perfectly.
Okay.
Smooth and deadly woman that is independent, can defend herself and not take chat, but at the same time is a loving, beautiful soul, you know what I mean?
For real.
So I don't know if you heard this term before. Tupac said a lot. He said, "I'm not a killer, but don't push me."
Yeah.
You see me? So the beautiful woman, smooth and deadly, but don't test her. So yes, so this song is about the beautiful women and queens of the world, and how to really appreciate them and how a man love them and beware of the deadly side. You don't mess with the deadly side. You respect the queens, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
So, what's next for you? What's coming up for the people out there? Where can they come and check you, listen to you, and so on?
Well, A few things coming up. The people them can find I and I, of course you can look up for Instagram. It will be RAS_IDRE, Ras I Dre. And that's the same thing on Facebook or YouTube. I got the social media things open. So make sure you get the Smooth and Deadly track February 14th, this Friday, Lovers Day. As far as shows and upcoming events, I'll keep the hype posted. I got a few things popping up. I got some happening in Texas very soon. So, follow Ras I Dre and Ras I Dre share, and I'll let the item know.
Yes. So, for the listeners out there who are locked in right now, could we hear a little something live on air?
Yeah, no problem. Is there anything?
Whatever you're feeling, let the listeners out there hear it.
Alright, no problem. I'm feeling some inspiration for my Africans, my black people of the world right now,
Okay.
I feel like giving my history lesson.
Okay, go for it.
The Black History lesson month, not sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Alright, so that one I name Time Traveler.
Okay.
Alright, what you know? I was there on the first slave ship. SS Jesus violate and I got that whip. On my faith I held that grip. Present day, present time, my grip coming with that clip. Bang bang, self-preservation, that are my meditation. I was there for the coronation. Watch them bow to me nation. I swear, if you open your eyes and search so much what you find, your third eye, uncover with the rhymes so me surf in the hands of time. Cause of my blood, my skin, my race, when you take on my face, any place where the African blood migrate, connecting all these souls in this African diaspora. Looking through the eyes of my ancestor, reviving the past with the rhymes, and transcending space and time. I reviving the past with the rhymes, and transcending space and time. As I'm a time traveler.
Yeah, give thanks every time. You know what?
Yes, sir.
What is your final kind of words to the listeners out there who are locked in? Final at this moment. I'm sure we'll speak again in the future, but at this moment in time, what would you like to say to the listeners out there?
I would like to say so much, but I will keep it within the time.
Okay.
Rastafari, I just want everybody to remember that balance between man and woman is so important. We should never lose that. Man need woman and woman need man. Do not go around that. Life is very important, and I cherish my life and the life that my family has every day.
Yeah.
Judge less and love more. See?
Yeah, man.
Highly.
Yes, for real. You know what? I just want to say thank you to you as well for taking the time to talk to me on my show. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No problem, ma'am. I give thanks for the reach out and for the interest in I music, Question to the eye, though.
Yeah.
How the eye like the Smooth and Deadly track there? As for the queens, I want to get a queen's response.
Well, for me personally, I do like the track. I think it shows a contrast between what, like you said earlier, between the good of a woman, but then when she's ready to hit, she's ready to hit. And I think that's true in life.
Definitely.
But I think that's for man and woman as well. But as being a queen, being an empress myself, I would say yes. We do have a smooth side and we have a deadly side when we're ready. So yes, I like the track. I like the track.
I give thanks.
Yeah.
Mama, bless the love our rock radio.
Yeah.
See? Yes, sir.
Bless up, bless. Yes, people, you heard it here, okay? You like the track, make sure you go and check it out. As you probably heard, as we were going through the interview, I was playing the track. If you like the track, make sure you look out for it on Friday. That's when it will be officially released. Right now, it's released just to me. So this one is called Smooth and Deadly, okay? And this is the version. Smooth.